huddle in 2 minutes. I'm waiting on one more reader.
Give it up for Britt. And Zach. And Zach. Now that I have your attention and you're looking in this general direction, there is nothing to see here. Please look away. I know I agreed to this, and I'm sure you can see that I'm just a little bit new to this, but for real though, girl, it is okay. You just keep on scrolling, and you two in the back by that beautiful pride flag, you just keep that side conversation going. Because there is nothing to see here. Please, look away. Heart palpitations and bubble guts aside, what I was kind of trying to hide on the outside anyway was that extra 35 that COVID left on me. Although distributed evenly, that internalized Eurocentric beauty standard had me kind of feeling like there was nothing to see here. So I'm gonna need you to just look away. I really didn't want you to look any deeper though, at my scared and pitiful little shadow. That little girl left all alone on the corner in the French Quarter on All Hallows Eve. The night I realized that no matter how I love somebody, I only have my ancestor spirit walking with me. But now that I have your attention, and you don't seem to be looking in any other direction, shit, maybe I do have something to say. I want each one of you to know you're actually a manifestation of a full moon ceremony I did like 8 years ago, where Susie looked at me and she asked, "Why would you hide?" So I had to decide to embrace your gaze, be satisfied and self-actualized with the current version of me. So now that I have your attention, look.
Alright. Keep it going for Britt and Saxon. Make some noise if you've been here before. First time? I think the same people clap both times. That's on me to turn the other cheek. That's on us, so much to discuss. That's on them, to call myself a friend. That's on me, that's on me.
It's on you, that's so true. There's no one to blame. You and me, we are the same. You gotta be careful. It's so easy to project. You must remember, it's your duty to protect.
That's on me, to turn the other cheek. That's on that, a habit in a rap trick. That's on y'all, a habit of withdrawal. That's on me, that's on me.
The mirror's not the other. We are each other. Mistake and reject them. Love, it's only your reflection. The mirror's not the other. We are each other. mistake and reject them. Love is only your own reflection. That's on me to turn the other cheek. That's on us. So much to discuss. That's on them to call myself a friend. That's on me. That's on me. Ooh, blah, blah, blah. Ba, 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 da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Don't worry, be happy now. Do, 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 do. Don't worry. Ba-da, 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 ba. Be happy. Ba-da, ba-da, ba. Don't worry, be happy now. Thank you.
Okay, we got one more quick song for you. Got any cat people in the house?
All right.
All right. Well, there's a meow solo, and we're gonna need your participation.
I think they need to warm up. They need to warm up.
Yeah, let's warm it
Meow,
up.
meow,
We're
meow.
gonna
Let's
hear
hear.
meows.
All right. Meow, 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 meow.
In the back?
Meow, meow, meow. All right, all right.
All right.
I think they like dogs too. No? Oh.
And if you just joined us, we are the Chisme. We do have some t-shirts and stuff over here on the side table, so you can come talk to us after the show. And we're just really excited to be here, and thank you again to Brady Saxon for having us. The song is called Becky, which is the name of the cat.
We'll warn you when the meow solo.
Just be ready.
Be ready. Stay ready.
Meow, 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 meow.
You don't have to get ready if you stay ready.
Keep it going. Becky won't stay home. All I know is Becky won't stay home. Thank you so much. We are the
Thank
Cheese
you.
Man. Nicole, can you help please?
Yes, thank you. Let's give it up for the Cheese Man. Thank you. Y'all, you're inside our living room. See, you're seeing the before, after, during. Some people were here when we were setting up. This is what it is. This is Unsent. This is a family affair. Thank you. Give it up again for La Chisme, Nicole, and Joshua. Thank you. They're back there. Okay, so in a minute, I'm going to give you guys a couple more minutes to get your seats. I know the bar line is long. But if you do have a minute, don't forget to leave a message in our Unsent phone booth on a rotary phone, and we'll play it on our podcast. And if you have an Unsent prompt, I don't have any up here yet. I think Bree is collecting them in that bucket. Bree, raise your bucket. Bree, raise your bucket. There she is. That bucket has prompts in it, and I will read them on stage. Okay, so in a couple minutes, we're going to start our first raffle. And if you got raffle tickets, you might win a fancy special prize. So stay tuned. We'll be back in a minute. Thank you, guys. beautiful and sexy, and I love it. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to tell you all about who we are and why you're here and how you can join us on our journey in a little bit. But we're going to start with our first of 2 raffles. Who's ready for a raffle? Raffles are fun. Okay, so, and then Bree's my runner. Every time I look for Bree, have you noticed? Okay, there. Too many jobs. Bree has the compost bucket, but they also are going to run you your gift, your prize. Okay, first raffle. Do we have like drum roll, like something? Okay. Oh yeah, thank you. See, use your bodies. Oh yeah, no, that's not fair.
It's not fair.
Not fair.
Thank you very much.
Okay. All right, drum roll. Yep. Okay, 837008. 837008. Tell the people on the outside, or not. Last time, 3 things, so I'm going to say it 3 times. 837008.
Nope.
Okay. How is that possible? 837049. Woo! You got a...
Joe Ott, so Jack of all trades, handyman services, $25 off.
Handyman services! You all know you need a handyman, and he's the best. Hi, Beth. There's Beth with the... All right, next up. Hi, Beth. This is the Enneagram, Beth Leba. Hi. Okay, 837084. Lynn, 837084. Bingo. It is bingo. Okay, 2-for-1 coaching session with Monica. So this is Monica. While we're sharing, Lynn, I dedicate a lot of this show to you, my love, my dear friend Lynn. Okay, Lynn's going through life. Life is lifing for all of us, but we dedicate this to you. This is a life coaching session, or business coaching, with Monica, who came to an Unsent from seeing it on the website at Town Hall, then signed up to read and did the money edition, and then signed up for a life review with me, a 3rd act life review, which is one of our offerings. And now is like, when I said I'm overwhelmed with this, it's a lot. It's a show and a raffle and tacos and blah, blah. She's like, why don't I just help? And I said, oh, really? And she said, yeah. So look, she's here. So she's really amazing. So you'll have fun, Lynn. I'm glad you guys will connect. Okay, next up. Oh, it's okay. I'll hold the bowl. Yeah, thank you. Somebody touch their body. 837026. You're so... Be excited, girl. It's The Price is Right. Okay, this is a... Oh, is this Bree? Oh, this is with Bree. Carrie. Bree, where are you? Bree, Carrie. Brianna. Okay, she's outside. I know you're outside talking, Bree. This is your Olympia and tarot card reading. It's amazing. Oh, yeah. I love our Unsent community. Handyman, tarot card. Okay. 837134. Y'all in the back are gonna... Oh! David! David, just run up here. Just come on up. But be careful of this water.
Yes.
Can we have any music? I feel like I need some drum. I told you. David, you are winning quarantine. Oh wait, Rick, he made this, and he's reading. So you guys have to connect. He made this quarantine hot sauce. Yum. That's what he did with his COVID time. What'd you do? Okay. Thank you. I need something. God damn. 837122. 837122. 122. What does she get? What does she get, folks? We're professional.
She gets Be Fresh Gear Clothing, very cool set of sunglasses. You can change out the lenses for like all kinds of cool things.
Yes. Brian, are you here with Be Fresh? Are you here? Thank you, Brian! Woohoo! Be Fresh is dope. See, you're a winner, Patty. 837072. 837072. Okay, this is a
$20 gift card for the Baker Market. It's the pantry around the corner. They have coffee, they have sandwiches, they have croissants and muffins. Fabulous place, right on 4th and 4th, around the corner.
It's on 4th and 4th. All right. 837100. I hear the sounds. The coyote. Do it again. Oh! Baker Market. Another Baker Market certificate for you, my love. You're a winner today and always.
Another one.
Una más. 837065. 837065. Oh, woo! Tanya! Baker Market, it's delicious. There you go, Tanya. You're a winner today and all days. Yeah. 837124. 837124. 837124. Liz! We're a room full of winners. How does it feel? Let's cheer for the people who are winning.
That was the shea butter.
Oh, and this is shea butter. And I do have to tell you this funny joke, okay? Our friend Sam makes shea butter, Shirley Naturals. It's whipped, beautiful, organic, natural shea butter. And she says it's unscented for unsent. Oh! All right. One more shea butter coming to 837054. 837054. Ah! Lila, front row, baby. It pays to get in the front row. All right, next up. 837135. 837135. All right. We're moving on. 837030. 837030. I see a hand. Okay, this is from our friends at Whittier Cafe. Go Malat. Eight three seven 136. 837 136. Did I see a hand? David, you can't win twice. Come on up here. Yeah, now I'm winning with this beat. 837 136. He's scared. Monty likes my jokes.
That was for Zenergy.
Oh, that's Zenergy? Oh, he's not. For Stacia. David, you're about to work out with my friend Stacia. She's going to kick your ass. In a good way. This is exactly what she would play. Okay, now Monty. Okay, y'all know, who's seen Monty? Who's been to Unsent before? Welcome back, y'all. Who's new? Who's never done this before? It's about half and half. Okay. So, for those of you who know, this is Monty, dear friend. She makes my hair look cute. And she's going to make your hair look cute if your number is... Oh, everyone's like, 837101. Oh. Ah! Let's go. Monty, come here. Come here, honey. Is that it that was the first raffle?
Yeah.
One more, okay. Okay, one more from Torpedo Coffee in Park Hill. Thank you, Jillian. You know that place? Let's see if you win, girl. Ready? 837005. 837005? Okay. All right, $25 to Torpedo. Thank you, Jillian. All right, let's give it up for our raffle winners. I didn't tell you had to do this, but just tell people. Sorry. We're going to be in the flow. This is called improv in the flow, but wildly organized behind the scenes. So, Mani, what's your relationship with Unsent? How has it changed your life?
Okay. So I kept. We're fine.
What you gonna say?
It's fine. I cut Britt's hair. So she put me on. It was like 2 years ago, I think. I got on stage 4 times. I shared a few stories. I was able to release and heal a little bit with some things. And yeah, I've been able to connect with some new folks in the community and promote my business as well. I'm a barber. And yeah, that's all I have for you.
Give it up for Mani. All right. Oh, see, now I got to change the mic. Okay, how you doing, Saxon? Okay, look, I want you guys to see something amazing. Saxon, look at everybody. Look at his travel girdle. He said he has to break it in before we go to Vietnam. I fell in love with him all over again. And he got 2, his and hers, but I don't think I'm gonna. Maybe. I am gonna change this is not about me tonight, but I am gonna change my outfit halfway through. Okay, so my daughter says when she's having a lot of feelings that she feels nervous-sighted. Oh, I shouldn't eat the mic? Oh, okay. My daughter says she's nervous-sighted, and that's how I feel tonight. We're going on a journey around the world, starting in Vietnam in June, and we're taking 3 things, our arts, including Unsent, on the road. And so that's why you're here, to help us get there. We got our flights there and our first month of lodging and half of our vaccines. So we're on our way. So hopefully you guys can help us get home so we can bring back what we've learned and experience Unsent with us next year. So we'll tell you lots more about who we are and what we do, but I just want to first say a quick, and I'll do a bigger thank you at the end, but thank you to our sponsors and our supporters, our donors, our volunteers. Raise your hand if you're volunteering tonight. So many people. And it's so hot. Is it perimenopause? It's always perimenopause. For like 25 years, it's perimenopause. Okay. Thanks to AP. He's a new dad, and he's here tonight at Town Hall. He's hooking it up. Please, thank you to Kayla, our bartenders, and Ixo. Thank you. Please tip your bartenders. And thank you to Taco Tente Mas. And thank you to everyone for being here. Thank you for showing up for independent art. I don't know how you found out about us, but it's just me over there just hoping to God people show up. So thank you for showing up. So we empower the present through Unsent shows, workshops, and podcasts, and we empower the future with healing futures. You're going to hear more about Saxon's work with youth as a rapper, rap artist, rap architect. Yeah. And we shape the past with third act life reviews. And you will hear about all of that tonight. But the most important thing that's happening tonight is 10 brave souls are getting on the mic to share messages they wrote but never sent. And tonight, we have no theme. Usually we have a theme, but tonight, no theme. And interesting what comes up with that. We are experimenting big time, and I can't wait for you to hear these beautiful stories. So, without further ado, I just want to say one last note. Please take care of yourselves. People, this is a fun ride. It's a wild ride. We're going to hear a lot of stories, a lot of personal shares. Please be respectful. Please don't be on your phone. People are sharing their hearts with you. And people have worked really hard on their Unsents. Especially this time around, we've had some really intense stuff happen for people. And so there's going to be some intensity in the room. If you have any issues around drug use or any other mental health concerns or issues, we have mental health first aid pamphlets everywhere. And please take care of yourself and do what you need to do. And without further ado, I am so hot. Are you guys hot? Oh my God. What are we going to do? What should we do about it? Okay, I will say this though. We're in person together. We are in person together. I'm sweating. I'm nervous-sighted. We're all here. This is basically our going away party. I'm scared. I'm sad. I'm nervous. I'm confused. I'm wildly in my body. And that's not AI. That's not robotics. This is what it is. This is what it means to be human, right? So let's be human together. We're going to be human together tonight, okay? All right. So it's really hard to be the first reader, so I just want to give you guys a opportunity to give her extra, extra love. Delonda Balde. She just came right up. I didn't even read her bio. Do you want me to read your bio?
Oh, yeah, I'll be right
Oh,
back.
she's gonna be right here. Saxon, will you? She's taller than me. I wasn't just oversharing. Okay. Delonda is an actress and artist who hails from Aurora, Colorado, and the Ghanaian roots of her parents and ancestors. First gen shout out. That's not me. She wants to thank Britt and everyone involved in Unsent for creating such an important and safe space for our community and for allowing her to share a part of herself and partake in the magic that is this show. It has been a long, long time coming, and y'all ain't ready for Delonda.
All right, let's see. I think that's good. Thank you. I got my stompers on tonight, so. All right. To my mask, my guardian, my gatekeeper, my protector, I want to take this time tonight to say all the things I never had the chance to say to you. I want to thank you. You are my most prized possession, carefully and meticulously crafted throughout a life of unyielding grief, a life in which I never truly understood where my place was, a life in which I didn't know possessing this black body would be received so harshly, a life in which I didn't know my parents would find it so hard to show that they loved me. From this pain, you were forged, and you always knew how to keep it all under control. You took my hand and led me through the corridors of my mind to a small room you tucked me into. You shut the door, locked it, and took the key. You took my face into your hands and said, "No one will ever get close enough to hurt you again." I've never had someone protect me like that. I trusted and believed you. And you took this vessel under your control, and you made sure I was exactly who I needed to be to keep that promise. Every day, like clockwork, in the confines of my 500 square foot apartment in Cap Hill with no roommate, or maybe a bathroom stall, or the room at a party that no one is in, or the I just need to step outside real quick, mwah, I love you, bye. I finally got to be let out. You finally let me out. Let me roam around and be free. You'd unlock the door and let me breathe. So this is what it feels like to be me. But it'd only be for a little while. It'd only be a matter of time before people would start wondering where I was, beckoning for my presence again. Well, no, for your presence again. You tuck me back into that little room that seems to get smaller and smaller every time I return. And even though this process, this return to my cage seemed to bring me so much anguish, you'd remind me. There's no greater pain than that of being witnessed. And you'd take the driver's seat again. I'd gaze out into the world you crafted through me, through glass eyes, through a face stitched together by threads dipped in the do's and don'ts you've come to understand would earn me the love and acceptance I so desperately craved. You'd hold the biggest smile with acquiescence embedded in each apple of my cheeks. Let the performance begin again. To my mask, I want to say thank you. I also want to say that you are so, so wrong, for there is a greater pain than of being witnessed. And that is to have received all the accolades and achievements, to have hit every mark to perfection, to be surrounded by people who love me and yet not feel a single drop of any of it. None of it is real. None of it is me. It's you. I know you're just trying to help, but you are hurting me more than anyone ever could. I stare in the mirror and don't recognize who you've contorted us into. This is no longer a conversation between us, but total unconscious domination from you. And it's time for this to change. Please don't be upset with me. I see your value, and I won't abandon you. You're right, it isn't always safe to be myself around everyone, but I want you to give me the agency to choose, to receive. I want you to trust me. I want you to let me out and feel it all. I can handle it. I'm much older now. I want you to rest. To my mask, I say thank you and goodbye.
Wow. Dear Central Admin, you have forgotten that the core mission and responsibility of higher ed is to equip its students with the knowledge, skills, and awareness to lead, to follow, and to create with integrity. Instead, you have surrendered to fascism while prioritizing dollars over people. I'm voting with my feet. I'm out. That's right. Dear Mom, I miss your smile, your compassion. My girlfriends in high school came over not see me, but to enjoy. Sorry. My girlfriends in high school came over not to see me, but to enjoy you. Dear Corp America, I'm sensing a theme. Fuck you for tying me down with your pay and benefits. I deserve to be free and heard, you fucking piece of rat shit. Go jump off a cliff into spikes, you bitch. Support local. Love, Mari fucking Mosley. That's right, who signs it? Our kids are in second grade together. Hell yeah. Shout out to all the moms, and shout out to the moms who are mothers without mothers. My mom passed 3 years ago, and every show is for her. So thank you for being here. Also to every mom who has kids in school, sorry, this is in May. This is crazy, I'm sorry. May is May, and they have us do everything, and Mother's Day should be in, October. Okay. Next up is Rick DeSimone. Rick is a golden retriever that found a magic lamp and, due to a translation error, was transformed into a middle-aged bald man. He's quick to make friends, jokes, and mistakes. He owns a hot sauce company but makes his money doing literally everything else. Let's give a warm welcome, speaking of moms, to Rick.
Woo! This is fucking magic. Thank you guys. This is for all the mama's boys and the boy moms. Hey Mom, I really miss you. I wish I could say you're always on my mind, but after 11 years, the space you left has largely been filled. Not in a weird way or anything, like I'm not fucking a 75-year-old and calling her mommy or whatever. But the structures and framework of spirituality, kindness, and community that you helped build in me are now being propped up by some pretty amazing people. People that keep me loving and honest and humble. Very humble. Right, Allie? Oh, yeah. Who's Allie? Bestie. So you may not always be on my mind, but you're always in my heart. Hell, you are my heart. I tell people that everything good in me, the inclusivity, the quick turning of strangers into friends, the jukebox mastery, I tell them all of that comes from you. What I don't say is so do the shame, the self-doubt, and the guilt. That bad shit came from you, too. Well, you and Deva and Chandra, they're my older sisters. Being raised by 3 women is pretty damn hard for a boy who wants to become a man eventually, whatever that means, whatever the difference is. As far as I can tell, it's this. Men do what they want to do. Women do what needs to be done. That will and power to choose, to act, that's masculinity. That's strength. You fawned over that bravado in the stars of Thunderheart and Robin Hood. But that wasn't for everyone's precious, sweet little Ricky. My strength wasn't about what I could accomplish or create. It was about what I could endure. It was about responding to the will of others, not exercising my own. And all 3 of you were so willful in shaping me. Men had hurt you in so many ways that you wanted to make sure I never could. You wanted me to be softer, gentler, safer. You took out my claws so I couldn't use them to cause any harm. But did you ever think I might need them to defend myself or others? That I might also be powerless against abusive men? Listen, I understand a lot more now. You did everything alone and could only use the tools that you had. Those tools were guilt and shame. While other boys were developing their ids, learning to act on and excuse their primal urges for domination and sex, mine were stigmatized and repressed. Instead of being exposed and fostered, my impulses festered and became a deep, deep shame. Predictably, I got bullied and beat up by other boys for being too weak, too sensitive, too feminine. Instead of fighting for my spot among men, I was taught to constantly seek validation of women. However much I hated myself or buried my own desires, it was okay as long as the women around me liked me. Hell, even writing this, my goal is to charm the women at Unsent. Have them ready to hug and praise me as soon as I step off stage. To grasp my arm and tell me they've never heard a man talk like that. And of course it worked, because it always fucking works. Because genuine candor and vulnerability is so rare these days, especially from men, that it can be wielded and abused like any talent. And like always, that goodwill won't lead anywhere, because I just have to pull back the curtain. Because I have to show that being real is just a parlor trick for me. So deeply ingrained that it's a novelty to anyone who wasn't raised by overbearing women that made them obsessively self-aware. Heaven forbid I let myself act without constantly checking my own intentions or showing my cards. Heaven forbid I accept or take anything without asking, are you sure that you're sure that you're sure? The thing is, I don't feel entitled to anything or deserving. Granted, entitlement would be wrong, but is it right to feel that I don't deserve to try and earn anything? That ambition and competition, even in a fair fight, are almost on par with aggression and even violence? Hell, maybe if it doesn't look like I'm trying, then the losing is less shameful. You often told me others wouldn't appreciate me until I was older. To be fair, you were right. People now are impressed by my vulnerability. But what value is tearing down my walls when you never let me build any to begin with? Turns out being constantly prodded and coddled creates a callous, an insensitivity. I never learned about boundaries, either setting or accepting them. I cross other people's lines easily and justify it by welcoming them across mine. I overshare and vomit my emotions and am saddened when others aren't willing to keep up. The problem is, they still need their walls because what's inside is still tender, can still be hurt.
Doing great.
Thank you. Don't worry, there's a turn. You will. You will. Mom, I'm telling you this stuff not because I want to hold you accountable. It's not about cursing your name or saying my life is fucked up because of you. I want you to know that even though you helped me become a self-hating puddle of nervous goo sometimes, you also made me strong enough to withstand it. Resilience is a real strength if you can build upon what others can't tear down. I'm still a big softy on the outside, but I've spent a lot of time reinforcing the foundations you instilled. There's conviction and wisdom and certainty, and it's starting to show more now. As much as anyone could or should, I know who the fuck I am and what the fuck I'm doing here. I'm tough enough to take on my failings, rip out their virtues, and throw the useless shit away. I'm not afraid to admit my faults because I'm not afraid to do the work to get better. Sure, I can be too much for people sometimes, but I do think that gives them permission to open up and be comfortable with being a little bit more. And I'm cool with that. I'll likely never get to that place of masculine alphadom, and that's okay.
Yes, it is. That is correct.
Yes. I don't have to be driven by conquest and bravado. I can be driven by joy and fortitude and compassion and still win. I can do what I want and what needs to be done, and it won't even look like I'm trying. Jaya, Jaya, Sujaya, love you. Thank you, guys.
Keep it going for Rick. All right, this is Unsent, y'all. You ready? Dear Vivi, first of all, I hope you die. Second, you have no power over me anymore. Bye, bitch. With no love, the one who stood up to you. Dear Day Job, we've known each other. This is like a full letter. It's so cute. Okay. Dear Day Job, we've known each other in different forms, different cities, different seasons of mental health for a decade plus now. And even though our relationship is a bit healthier, I still kind of hate you. I mean, I'm grateful for how you've provided for me over the years, but damn, you're a soul-sucking siren at times. But I guess we're stuck with each other for 30 plus more years, so see you Monday. Dear me, you're not too much. The partner you need just hasn't stepped into your life yet. You're not broken. That is true. Amen. All right. So, the next up is Marissa Morrow. Marissa is a Thornton-based... Sorry, let me start over. Let me just take a deep breath. Thank you. There's a lot going on up here, okay? A lot of feels. Okay. Reminder about the trigger warning, okay, guys? Just want to take care of ourselves. Marissa Morrow is a Thornton-raised, Denver-based poet, arts administrator, photographer, and vinyl DJ. Yes, please. Her poetry has been published in Denver's Magazine, and her photography has appeared in local galleries throughout Denver. She is passionate about building community through the arts and finds joy in all things creative. Marissa lives in South Denver with her husband, Austin, and their 2 cats, Rayland and Billy. Let's give a warm welcome to Marissa. Is this okay?
Should be good. Yeah. Yeah,
Sure?
that works.
You sure?
Yeah. I'm short, but it's fine.
You're sure?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm good.
Short and sure.
Short queens. There's a lot of you here. Oh my gosh. To my little sister, M. I know we haven't spoken in over a year and a half. The last time I saw you at the zoo, all of us gathered together to celebrate you and your daughter's fall birthdays. I didn't recognize you at first. You were thinner, too thin. The fact that you felt like a stranger to me and not my kid sister just reminded me that I was seeing the distance between us again. The first time it appeared was on our trip up to Thornton to see Dad. You had just started dating that new guy, the one who first fed fentanyl to the wounded parts of you. I was driving. You were laying in the reclined passenger seat sleeping. I'd seen you sleep numerous times throughout our lives, so why did this time feel so different? So heavy. We were on I-25 passing Invesco when I glanced over at you while you slept, and for a moment a small voice inside me whispered, "That's not my sister." I swerved to avoid hitting a stalled car. See, I miss seeing a text from you on my phone. I miss hearing about your new tattoos and stories about your pets. I miss getting a call from you and picking it up to hear you say, "Want to hear some bullshit?" I miss going to concerts with you and venting about how annoying Dad can be. I miss your laugh and being made to laugh by your casual but brilliant humor. Most of all, I miss seeing you be a mom to see. As I stand on the threshold of my own decision to become a parent, I miss you. And I know your daughter does too. At least I hope she does. Because despite what the demons chasing you say, your family really does love, miss, and need you. Now, it might take all of us a minute to restabilize if you ever do grab hold of one of our lifelines. Your hurt also hurt us in the process. When I scroll through your Facebook profile to make sure you're still alive, all I see is your selfishness. I mean, for fuck's sake, you're posting about being a bad bitch whose heart has been broken once again by yet another boring white guy with a record, while your mom and I are refreshing your feed to make sure we don't need to file a missing persons report. While we try to navigate a tumultuous relationship with your ex so your daughter knows she has a family that loves her deeply, you're couch surfing and posting filtered photos of yourself like you're 15 and not 25. But still, my heart aches when I think about the real you. When I meet new people who've never met you, I talk about you as if you're still okay. I scroll through 5 years of photos just to find the ones I took of you. You were 8 months pregnant, standing proudly in front of the Stanley with your ball python constricting your forearm and C sitting sweetly inside of you, ready to face this terrifying world. The photos remind me that I think I get my love of all things spooky from you, as if watching one of your favorite horror flicks will bring the real you back to life for me. I drive home from work and sometimes I'll see someone struggling with addiction shuffling down the sidewalk by my apartment. and I think of you. That's not my sister, I whisper. As if this silent affirmation, this desperate plea will protect you from the world that has already hurt so much of the you who hasn't had a chance to be. I carry the weight of your absence and what feels like your impending doom deep in my pocket. My stomach drops whenever I see a call from your mom pop up on my phone, forever assuming that this time it'll be the call. We want so desperately for you to be ready to come home, to let go, to remember us, to miss your daughter, to laugh and create and breathe like you used to. Simply waiting feels so selfish, even though I know I can't want it for you. So for now, I'll just keep repeating my refrain, holding both my love for you in one fist and my disdain for who you've become in the other. But in the tender parts of my soul, I know that's not my sister. Thank you.
Give it up for Maritza. Okay, I have to ask again where Bree is. I'm sorry, you guys. Is Bree around with the bucket of the anonymous prompts? Oh, honey. Bree was in the bathroom. We need more prompts. Wit. Okay, this is Wit, everyone. Wit has the prompts. See, this is what community looks like. Compost. There's a meaning to this, right? I'll think of it, right? The metaphor of the compost, it's composting into something else. Okay, here we go. I'm digging in the bucket. Dear Britt, I'm gonna, wait, it might not be this Britt. Hold on. I'm like, okay. Dear Britt, I'm gonna miss you even though I hardly see you. I love you in Saxon, it's me. I love you in Saxon and wish you all the magic. Can't wait for your adventures. XO, Kristen. Oh, little boo. That's not anonymous. But I love you, thank you. Wherever you are, we'll dance after this. Okay. Dear you, it was never my job to make you come. I hope that's what it says. Oh. We usually do a peek through, but here we go. It was... I never ask anyone to do it. Yeah, I do everything you do. It was never my job to make you come. Can I expect to start a fire without the air? You think breathing makes you alive? You're just living. Okay. All right. If that was you, come tell me and I can make sure I said it right. Okay. Y'all, there's so much energy up here. Do you feel this energy? There's a lot going on in this room. We're definitely alive, and a lot is happening for everybody I know is going through it right now. I don't know if that's the case for you, but every single person I know has some big, I don't know if it's some Scorpio moon thing, but here we are. Billy Murray, I did it? Grant. Okay. Honored last year as one of the LGBTQ Chamber of Commerce 40 Under 40 and a sex and relationship educator with 17 years experience. This is our fourth reader coming up. Billy Murray Grant is an abolitionist, anti-capitalist, and sometimes a little bitchy. Outside of her speech and debate years, Billy hasn't done much public speaking and rarely shares her writing. Unsent provides an opportunity for her Scorpio and Capricorn placements to shine and shout. She believes kitchens and cars are the best dance floors. Taking time to write a postcard is better than sending a text. Yes. Oh, by the way, who has a little, there's a postcard on I'll tell you later. Okay. No one is free until all are free, and it is always the right time for a milkshake. Let's give it up for Billy.
There are so many charmers in this room.
You need to say it.
Well, I'll say it after I do this. I don't feel compelled.
We have a plan.
Okay, y'all, can you hear me all right? Yeah. Amazing. I'm affirmed by she, her pronouns. I'm Billy. Nice to see you. Okie dokie. Hello again. I'd like to thank the journal entries and wishes, prayers and spells, the box of letters and notes and postcards. You recognize me. your advocate and champion and sounding board and dance partner and driving instructor and weekday alarm, favorite meal maker and biggest fan, your mom. I know I've written you before, always trying to orient you, give you context for this side of the veil, so things will make more sense when you're here. Things are hard now. We have that president that I told you about when I first wrote you years ago. People call him a Cheeto, but that's because it's scary to really face who he is and all he represents. He is technically human without any humanity and inspires others to compromise their humanity with their passivity. He is many ugly theories and ideologies made manifest. As I've said before, there will be ripples from this moment and the moments before and after, ripples I cannot begin to imagine, as they will certainly petrify, immobilize. And moms are rarely given the space to be still. Maybe that's different in your today. Hopefully that's different in your today. For better or worse, it is our emotion, our action that has pushed humanity forward. You have read about the atrocities of my today. Maybe not in textbooks, but in zines and cut-out newspaper articles and independent storybooks we found in free libraries. Instead, I want to tell you of the magically mundane happenings of my recent days, despite the backdrop of my today. I had my second, now third as of last night, banana split 2 weeks ago. And I imagined the moment you take down one all on your own. I also imagined all the evenings spent holding your tummy from your attempts, and all the flavored trios you try before finding your favorite. I love the face you make when your curiosity is piqued. Last week, I made pasta with a very good friend. I've often wondered if the people who matter to me in my today will matter to you in your today. I'm wondering that less and less as you come closer and closer to this side. I can't wait for our pasta and pizza nights. I'm working on my gluten-free alternatives just in case, because I never want you to feel left out in our family. On Friday, I stood and smelled the lilacs until my body was tired. I know the time we spend stewarding land with our community can be tiresome. I imagine we find moments to stand and smell or sit and stare, and if not, if I've lost the plot, thank you for acting yet again as my reminder. You are so good at that. Just by existing, by being exactly who you are, I am reminded of all that is good and awesome, and to stop and let the wonder overtake me. On Saturday, I had very stinky farts. I was with someone I really like, and I still want to impress them sometimes, and we laughed so hard each time while I tried to think of what was making me so stinky. I hope we know even more about our bodies by the time you're learning about yours. And I'm glad we will laugh at your stinky farts and even more at your stinky burps, and we will still say excuse me, but only when we mean it. Our bodies are so funny. Persimmon and Papaya got a good brushing on Sunday. Those are my cats. It was the day I spent mostly in bed. You know those days. We have them when you need a big cuddle, when your head hurts or your heart hurts. We have them when it's snowy and cold out, and when we all have books we want to finish, and when we put on the new sheets and the blankets as the seasons change. I'm so glad you trust me to tell me when you don't want a big hug or a big cuddle, and you just need space. I'm so proud of exactly who you are. Today, I practiced slowing down. I woke up feeling very behind, and we know when we're feeling behind, we want to speed up, but we actually have to slow down. I'm noticing that I'm often writing you from that forced slowdown. Maybe it helps you to know that I've had to make myself slow down the same way I sometimes make you slow down. Maybe we've talked about some of the lessons I've learned in tough ways so you can learn them in safe ways. Maybe you already figured out that So much of what helps me or what helps and heals you has helped and healed me too. You are so smart. I'm so excited by all the ways I've gotten to learn from you and all the things that we've learned together. In my today, I already miss you. I know that is a silly mommy thing to say, but it's true. I already know we will laugh and read and be stinky together. I know we will argue and cry and learn from each other. I know we will eat ice cream and pizza and lay in wildflowers. I know we will get out the extra cozy blankets when it is cold. I just don't know when. Something almost as hard as living in my today with all the ugliness and the very real danger is not knowing when you'll join this world or what it will look like when you do. So I hold on to the knowns and the magically mundane things that happen to me that remind me of the knowns and especially the people who know these knowns too. I can't wait for you to meet them. I'll be working on my gluten-free cookie dough and dance moves until then. Your mom. Okay.
She's a better mom than I am, and I have 2 kids.
It's so much easier when I hear that. Well, it's all easier in theory.
I had no plan. We'll get to that. Okay. We have a little just surprise because this is unsent. So do you feel?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
do it.
I am like so gay on purpose, like super gay on purpose. Yeah, really big fan of being gay, loving it every day. It's so huge. It does make making a baby like so hard. And if you are an anti-capitalist and maybe you're anti so many systems, it sucks that you have to involve the government and all these medical people in your body. And if you are fat, they don't want you to be fat. And if you're black, they don't want you to be black but they can't do anything about that. But they can do a lot about all the other things. And I'm in this funny predicament where I am also a misandrist, which means I don't really build a lot of relationships with cisgender men. It's just like not my bag. And that's just it. I have a very cool brother. He's wonderful. He also knows there's like a peak and then there's a valley. And so I have made very conscious choices about who's been in my life. When you want to make a baby and you don't know anyone who makes sperm, though, it gets a little tricky. Yeah.
You know where this is going.
You know where this is going. I had a wonderful sperm donor. He was so great. And we tried 9 times together. And if you've ever tried to have a baby, that's actually like so many fucking times to have a baby. And then Trump got elected. And my sperm donor lives in Nebraska, where it is like wild there. They'll take your kids for anything, and they'll control your body for anything. And so he needed to get a vasectomy because his partner does not want to get pregnant. And Nebraska is very close to figuring out a way to outlaw vasectomies because they love when people get pregnant on accident if they're not gay and they are not single women, and they are definitely not black, and they're not immigrants, and they're not poor, then they love when you get pregnant. So he got a vasectomy, and that leaves me without a sperm donor and without many people who make sperm. I have an incredible queer community, and even the sperm makers in that community are really conscious of the world around us right now, and it's hard for them to envision contributing to making babies when we don't really know what tomorrow or next Friday is going to hold. I think that makes a lot of sense. If you happen to make sperm, however, 2 things. That was my first concert, was Spice Girls. And Do you make sperm? And also Mel C, who is like Sporty Spice, she just came out one saying that she loved being a queer icon and also that Ziggy Zig is fucking. So now you know that for all of the people who love song. If you make sperm and you want people, if you make sperm or you know someone who makes sperm and you want to talk to me about it, I want to talk about it. Even if it's not for me, there are people who need that and want that. So
Yes.
please find me, I'll be here.
Yo, we need some unsent babies. It would be sent. It would be sent. Get it? So if you make sperm or you need sperm, I think you guys should have a play date. I think that's an intermission situation. Okay, I'm not kidding. Okay, I need someone to really quickly come up here and speak Spanish. It doesn't matter who, just come on, honey. Okay, you're gonna read this one. I'm gonna read this while you come up. Dear Mom, I am so sorry I never wrote in any of the journals or diaries you bought me as a kid. Oh. I had ideas, thoughts that I wish I could ponder now, but I was always suspicious that you would use my private thoughts against me. So sorry. Love you. Okay.
Mi amor, eres mi mejor droga. Drug.
I know that word.
Después damos una nueva oportunidad. Ahora, ya.
Ay.
Yeah, basically, you're my best drug. Hey, favorite drug. Hello.
Hello. I thought so, but just to be sure. Dear best sex guy. You guys, we do have a sex edition, so if you're interested, we'll be doing that 2027. Okay. Dear best sex guy, I wish you could follow me around for the rest of my life just to train all of my future lovers. Yes, you are that good. Okay. So we got some moms, some sperm. We got it all. We got it all at Unsent. Okay, who's ready for our fifth reader before intermission? Megan Miles. Megan is a local Denver comedian and live event host. She was recently accepted as an official contestant of the 2026 Comedy Works New Faces contest. I know. Megan also hosts Bingo Loco, the world's largest bingo rave, which I just think is hilarious and amazing, and I can't believe I didn't know about it, and I can't wait to go, at Temple Nightclub. She's a 90s hip-hop junkie and made a small appearance on SNL in 2020. Let's give it up for Megan.
I'll just do it. I want to put it down though. Yeah, how does it go?
You need up or down?
Down. Just a little bit. Okay.
Oh, that's as far.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. I just want to say before I start that I've been performing for a really long time, and this is one of the most diverse crowds I've ever seen. And it's really, really fucking refreshing. Like, it's so amazing. Like, I am so excited to see so much diversity in the room. So, thank you for being here. Back in the day before text messages, we used to pass notes. So this is my nostalgic note to this person. Dear Waldo, well, this is long overdue, like A Different World, the reboot, overdue, like Heated Rivalry Season 2, overdue, like Justin Bieber goes back on tour, overdue. I digress. Don't worry, my references are going to make you smile. Hopefully, you'll see. Right now, I don't know if you actually can see, not in a Stevie Wonder kind of way, more so in a I wonder if you're interested. Listen, I noticed you a long, long time ago on a graveyard shift in a grocery galaxy far, far away. I remember thinking, I think that tall as fuck dude is kind of cute. But I didn't give it too much thought because I was too busy getting dicked down by Couch Boy. Yeah, Couch Boy. A 38-year-old dude with nowhere to sit in his apartment besides his face. And then there was a scuba diver who told me he lived in Golden, but really he lived in a golden van. Shit was ridiculous, Waldo. And then there was this one morning when a potato chip vendor brought us free swag. Yellow and blue t-shirts. I remember I offered you one. I also remember how grateful you were. I remember how you told me days later it was one of your favorite work shirts. It was the kindness that stayed with me. And yet, I went back to Couch Boy. Who really needs a couch anyways? Then the holidays rolled in. I brought in some homemade banana bread and left it in the break room. At this point, I had switched over to working mornings and you still worked overnight. I left a note with the ingredients of the bread so no one would die. I put my stuff in my locker as you rolled through. Next thing I know, you were my first customer. I remember thinking, Lord, please let my baking street cred still hold up. Does he like toffee, butterscotch, chocolate chips, and peanut butter all rolled into one loaf of banana bread? And then you came around the corner and said, hey, did you make this? Yeah, I did. Well, it's really good. I died. I died right there and floated out of my body. Waldo, this was a while ago. And yet it's burned in my brain. Also, I guess I should explain your nickname. But like, come on, bruh. You already know. You are tall, like at least 6'3", 6'5" on a good day. You're slim, like you could do heroin, or you just have great metabolism that I'm jealous of. You wear thick black glasses, you have beautiful brown hair, and the most perfect smile. The only thing you are missing is a red and white striped sweater, a red beanie, and a serious book deal that involves you hiding in large crowds. You are the hottest Where's Waldo. And now you work days? Bitch, I can't handle that. How am I supposed to get anything done at work? I have wanted to say so much, yet I can't. I have wanted to tell you that I think you have great style. I have wanted to tell you that I noticed your Adidas obsession. One pair of shell toes, one pair of Sambas, one Adidas backpack. And I have never wanted to be a backpack so badly. Carry me around, Waldo. I want to see where you go to lunch every day while I take the most romantic piggyback ride of my life. I have wanted to tell you the Adidas facts that I looked up. Like, did you know that the guy who invented Adidas and the guy who invented Puma are brothers? Did you know that most of the NBA basketball players in the 70s rocked Adidas shoes? It's insane that I do comedy and host live events, yet opening my mouth and speaking to you is way more scary. I can't be rejected by you. I'd never read your books again, Waldo. That would be tragic. And to make it worse, it's been confirmed by another male co-worker, and I quote, anyone who dates Waldo is lucky. He's the nicest person in the world. Kill me now. Do you know how hot that is? Do you know how ribeye steak rare it is to find a guy that is hot and nice? I'm so curious about you, and yet I am suffocated by my own self-hate and negativity. Plus, we are coworkers. You could report me to HR. Or we could be making out in the dairy cooler. I just find you interesting and I want to know you. I know I have overshared, but I have heard that vulnerability is sexy. So I'm trying it out. Anywho, I feel like I'm making it weird. It's mainly the fear of the unknown. So you know what? Fuck it. Here goes. Do you want to get coffee sometime? There's no press. If so, here's my number. If not, that's okay too. Feel free to burn this note slowly while you curse my name. Hope to hear from you soon, Produce King. Find me, Waldo. Find me.
Give it up for Megan. Okay, y'all. So, hi. Okay, so before we hit intermission, we're just gonna have our family just came in. So, hi. Hold on. This is the only time he's coming up. Sit right there. Okay, so we just want to make sure you know who we are before you go and break and have a moment and listen to 5 more beautiful readers. How do we like it so far? How are we feeling? You know, some people are like, I'm not sure, I don't want to be sad, I don't want to feel, it's like, nah, you feel happy, you feel sad, you feel all the things at once. That's what this is. This is human. And it's complicated, and we're complicated, and I love that we're complicated together. And something else that's complicated is money. Money's complicated. So I want to introduce my husband, who's my partner in this, not crime. This is not a crime. In the art and everything. We live in an art house, a tiny little house. We have 2 kids, and we're deciding, they closed our school. We've experienced a lot of loss lately. They closed our school. We're losing our school community, and so we're taking this as an opportunity to leave and go somewhere where artists can live for cheaper, and we can see what happens to our art and our family and our relationship and our connection with our children while we're not under this intense pressure to pay off debt and live and just actually like buy organic celery. And so this is just facts. We receive Medicaid, EBT, school free lunch. Every single summer camp they go to, every single one is scholarship. I apply for everything. Everything my kids do is on a scholarship, and they do everything, okay? I am proud of that. I'm exhausted, and I'm excited to see what happens when we take Unsent and our life reviews with older adults and Healing Futures, which he'll talk about in a minute, on the road, and see what happens to ourselves and our art, and then come back and experience like this is, and share with y'all when we're back in 2027 after we're starting in Vietnam in June, and I'll tell you more about that. But when we come back, we're excited to share what we learned, right? And so we're taking a sacred pause. My daughter, we have 2 daughters. Selah, her name means a sacred pause in music, that space between the beat. And Naya's name means purpose. And so we're going to take a moment and figure out how to feed ourselves and feed our children and feed our art and come back together as a family. Come back together as a family and hopefully learn some things that we can share with y'all and be even stronger and better and show up in a bigger, deeper, even slightly more organized maybe way, right? Anyway, I'm gonna let Saxon talk for a second, which is rare. Travel girdle.
My name is Old Man Saxon. I'm a rapper here in Denver. I wanted to talk about why I feel like I'm really drawn to leaving at this point in my life. I've served over 1,500 kids in my nonprofit, teaching them how to make hip hop with intention. And I feel like, so I'll tell you a couple of stories. This is my first one. I went to the Philippines 2 years ago, right? And I was at this beach bar, and I say, hey, person, I would like a double shot of Tan Wine, which is their national rum. $2, he says. I give him the $2. He brings out a fifth of the rum, right? And I'm like, oh, shit. And so I start sharing it with people. Like, hey, y'all want some of this? Here we go, yeah. And we start talking and everything. I fly home to San Francisco. I get an avocado toast. This shit was $60. And I was like, kids, get away from me. Like, this is my avocado toast. Straight up, I was so, like, protective of this expensive-ass brand. And then I did, like, an audit of my songs as a rapper. Rappers are capitalists now, because this is the country we live in. It's all about what you have and what you don't have. My most popular song is about me being homeless and not having money, right? And so I would like to see what not having money in a place that's affordable does to my art, so I can bring it back to the children to have more life experiences to tell them. Because if you were to, I'll put it like this, if you were to go off of what rappers say, you would think doggy style is the only position there is. Hit it from the back, hit it from the back. I've noticed now there's at least 4 more positions just from living my life. At least 4.
And I'm older.
And so I have a CD over there for sale. It's my 10-year anniversary. 11 years ago, I was homeless, sleeping in the back of my car in Los Angeles. Next year, I wrote a whole album about it, came out, it blew up and everything. And now, 10 years later, I'm using this as an opportunity to go and be out in the world and try to like change my thoughts, my thinkings, and then bring it back and see what it does to my art. So that's what I have to say. Please buy some merch. I appreciate y'all. Oh, I designed all the merch. Everything over there, I printed. We designed, we got artists to make stuff for us, and we printed it. So if anybody, and then Brittany has a painting over there she made for this for the notebook. So any type of merch that you buy goes towards our trip in figuring out how to make art without going broke, pretty much.
Okay, my dear friend and biggest supporter, Dakini, is going to come up and share very briefly, or as long as you want, actually, girl, why she supports us. You ready? It's fun. This is all stories. Just enjoy, just engage with us. Come on. Give it up for Dakini.
All right, I'm Dakini. Hi. I'm going to actually tell you a story. So, I was 6 years old, and I told my mom I wanted to be a dancer. My single mom, very poor mom. And she said, okay, babes, you can be a dancer, but we're also going to have to choose sometimes when you can eat. And I was like, all right, I'm six, of course, whatever. At 11, I started dancing in a company. At 13, I became a dancer in the Corps de Ballet, which is a professional dancer. At 17, I moved to LA and did some videos. CNC Music Factory cut my ass out of one of their videos. Because I was a ballet dancer, not a hip hop dancer. I moved to New York, and I danced professionally in New York all the way until I was 35. At 36, I decided I wanted to own a yoga studio. And I asked my friends, can I do this? And they said, yeah, you can do this, absolutely. And I said, all right, let's open a yoga studio. And year after year, I taught a lot of the classes, and then I kept asking people, will you teach for me? Will you work with me? Will you help me? And they said yes, over and over and over again. I'm 55 years old. Ow! I've owned a yoga studio for 20 years. Art is about building the ones who are coming up and supporting them. So what I have learned from my experience from being a professional dancer, from owning a business, from having a dream, is that you have to first say it out loud. This is what I want. I want a dream. Can I do it? And then you have to say, will you help me? And then you, the audience, has to stand up, show up, and pay up. Honestly, we can't do it without you. There's absolutely no way. There's so many times. What I asked for was food, for a little help in rent, for can you just pay for one more month of dance classes? Can you just teach a donation class? And you know what they said? They said, yeah, I can. And so now that I'm in this position, when this woman, came to me, I don't know, like last year probably, after one of my yoga classes and said, hey, can we go across the street from my studio and can we talk about my art? And I was like, yeah, fuck yeah, we can. And she said, I'm thinking about doing this. And I said, if you're thinking about doing it, then we're gonna do it and I'm gonna support you. And I have been doing that financially, and now it's also time for you guys to do that financially, because I get to say that right now. because art is holding people. It's not just saying, yeah, I support you. It's not just being a part of the audience. It's also saying, what else can I do? Because art dies when we don't fund it. Art dies when we don't see it. Art dies when we don't show up for it. And so today, to help her live, not die, to help her family live, not die, speak their truth, write their lyrics, create their shows, grow their children, we need to show up for them. And I am so fucking proud to show up for you guys. And I'm so proud of you for showing up for them. So let's give it up for Unsent.
Okay, one more minute. Our friend, dear friend Lila is Monica's friend. See, this is how this works. And Monica introduced us, and Monica bought as a gift a life review with me. And Lila and I Lila talked for a long time. And I recorded it and documented it in a transcript, and it's beautiful, and I'm so, so grateful for you. Okay, let's give it up for Lila Gracie. She's an amazing human being.
Okay, thank you. You are so right. We have to show up. And I did meet Brittany through the third act. I guess I'm in my third act, which Monica gifted me for my 80th birthday last year. And we hit it off immediately. And I knew I was being heard when we were doing this because she asked questions that were right on for that. And I happen to believe that one thing we share with everybody on this planet is the desire to be seen and heard. And that's what Three Things does, whether it's the young people through their music, whether it's Unsent, or whether it's the third act, is allowing people to be seen and heard. And it started in Denver, and it's been nurtured in Denver, and now it's bigger than Denver. And it's really time for us to help them fly. This family has this vision that is so huge. They are so creative. I often have said, I'd like to be in Brittany's mind for just a nanosecond, and then I think, no, that would be too overwhelming. I don't think I could do that. But the creativity is just incredible. And arts are so important. And unfortunately, in our country, they are not valued these days. And so we have to support it. It really is time for us to step up. How many of you have been to more than one Unsent? How many of it's your first time here? And you came to a fundraiser. Oh, that's great. I love it. You brought your phone so you could make a donation. So those of you who've been to more than one or came tonight, you spent money on a ticket. Maybe you bought a drink or two. You bought some food. Whatever you did, you spent some money. Now it's time to pay it forward. So they can go to other countries and see what's possible in other countries. Because as I believe, people are really hungry to be seen and heard. And for people from the US to go to Vietnam and be seen and heard is incredible, So what I'm asking you to do tonight is to make a stretch gift. And what I mean by a stretch gift, you get to define what that is. But it means you are postponing something, or you are giving up something, you're not doing something. I've known people who have postponed buying a house or buying a car. I can't do that. I rent, thank goodness I rent. But it may be that you don't have a barista make coffee for you every day in order to give. Or you don't go out to dinner quite as often in order to give. Whatever it is, or you don't download another streaming channel. Whatever it is that you do without in order to pay it forward so we can spread this around the world, what is so needed. And so I want you to take your phones out. Take your phones out. Get your phones out. I want you to scan this. If I'm in the way, tell me. I'll get out of the way for sure. It's important for you to give, and it's important to give monthly. Giving monthly allows this family who is uprooting themselves to go on this, calling it an adventure is the wrong word, but to go on this journey, this listening journey. It allows them to know how much they can count on financially, and then bring it back to us to help us learn more about it. So if you can't do it now, if you haven't scanned, and please do go on the website and give. It's very, very important. And monthly is incredibly important. And be deciding what you're willing to put off or do without for a little while so you can give more. Another thing you can do is have house parties. Several years, I don't even remember when I wrote this book. It's about having house parties. And it's about effectively raise money, awareness, or mobilize for action. And you can only serve one thing at a time. So you have to decide what you want to do. I've brought 10 copies of this. Monica, my dear friend, is going to pass them out. I have to leave because I have an early flight tomorrow and I'm old. We already know that. And I have to get sleep. So I have to leave. But the books are under my chair. She's going to, anybody who is really committed to having a house party, you can sign up for them. I want your contact information because when I get back in 2 weeks, I will be in touch with you to see if you have questions or how it's gone. If you're mobilizing for action, that means you have people over. It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be, you can have people over and have pot. You can have people over and have, well, in Colorado you can. You can have people over and have wine. You can have people over and have water. You can do whatever, but it doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be expensive. It doesn't have to be fancy. It does have to be planned. It can't be just, I'm going to have people over and I'm going to talk about Unsent. No, there's more planning if you're going to be successful to it that has to go into it. So Monica will have the books. You can also get them on Amazon. And I know there are big issues with Amazon. I am sorry about that, but when I put this out, that was all I could do. So I even bought these from Amazon myself because I don't have any. Monica will have the books and she will get your contact information if you're serious about having a house party. And so you can raise awareness. You can also put a little jar out at that time if you want to. Or you can raise money. People who already know Unsent or 3 things and have them come over knowing that you're going to be asking for money. So this family really is so creative and they've done so much for this community. I think it's time that we really give to them and support them on this journey, this listening tour.
All right. Let's give it up for Loud a major player. You should talk to her. She has a wild, beautiful history of service in this government and in nonprofit work in Colorado. Okay, so we're going to shorten our intermission so we can stay on track. I hope that's okay. We have 5 more readers and a whole nother raffle. So you have 5 minutes. Sorry. 5 minutes. Get your drinks, get your tacos. We're going to dance after this. I'm changing my dress. 2 minutes, 2 minutes. Wait for it. Nicole, come up here. I'm trying. She's better than me. Are we ready for Act 2? Let's go! I hear you. Come up. Are you gonna sing? I know you know every word, like every other bitch in here.
I don't know all the words. I can pretend. Da, 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 da. I know the chorus. Ver, ajá. Beber. Y hablar mierda. Y hablar mierda hasta que me arrugue. Estoy bien loco. Estoy bien loco. La 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 la. Da la 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 la. Da la 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 la. Ay, you stopped the chorus. Okay, just wait for the drums, okay? It gets really nice. Okay. It's a little bit more. Okay. Debí tirar más fotos de cuando te tuve. Debí darte más besos y abrazos las veces que pude. Ojalá que lo mío nunca se mude y que tú me envíes más nudes, which means you send me more nudes. Hey, come on. Thank you.
Thank you. All these extra musical acts, I love it. Okay, let's come back. We got more. Let's go. Raffle after. But do we have more prompts? Who needs to do a prompt? Who needs to give us a prompt? I really want to hear from y'all. Thank you, Bree. So yeah, we're at the end. Okay. We're coming back, we're coming back, we're coming back. I'm catching my breath. Whew. I came back to let you know that the show is starting, and it's for you. Okay. Woohoo! Andale, andale. This is like getting my kids to do anything. Whew. School started 10 minutes ago. Where's your backpack? Huh. I know you got this for me, but fuck. Okay. Hey, Unsent, you guys, I'm trying to be on time. You know I don't do that well. Please. I know y'all got babysitters and sex to have, sperm, all the things. Sperm things to do. Okay. Who's ready for Act 2? Hey, thank y'all for hanging in there with us. Art is hard, parenting's hard, money's hard, but together it's soft. So thank you. Thank you. I know. That last dress, I'll just say this while people aren't listening. That last dress was actually a dress that I wore in our music video, Saxon's music video, when I was very pregnant with Naya. And I got it at a thrift store in LA. It was right before we moved to Denver. And so it has a special meaning. But the alterations weren't quite right, so the line was on my nipple. So I'm really glad to change. Okay. Dear Zane, you still owe me 25 rupees from 5th grade, with interest. Dear Blank, we could have had so much fun. You missed out, but I don't think you were ready. Hey. All right. Hey, let me catch. I danced and, with heels. Let me tell you. Okay. Next up, our 6th reader of the evening is Brian Healy. And when I asked the readers for their pronouns, Brian said, any flavor you like. Brian is a lecturer of communication at MSU Denver. He professes, performs, and proliferates storytelling in classrooms, street corners, and to any captive audience they find themselves engaged with. Her fashion sense is only rivaled by their love of transparent, vulnerable, and compassionate communication across all communities. Brian lives by Paul, how do I say this? Ricoeur's idea. Okay, you guys, bear with me. There is no me without you to tell me that I exist, and no you without me to tell you that you exist. I might have to say that again. I can send it in our follow-up email so you can be with it. I may feel alone, and we are all in this together. Let's give it up for Brian.
Yeah, so I'll let you take care of it. Yeah, thank you. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
Let's go, Brian.
Dear BJ, yeah, I'm hot on the mic. It's been a minute, man. I can't say I've missed hearing your name, even though you're always there in my thoughts, running around in the back of my head, your incessant voice screaming at me as I try to make the right choices about what I should be and who I am. I remember when I first met you. I just moved from the bustling murder capital of America, Rockford, Illinois, to the boyhood home of Ronald Reagan, Dixon, Illinois. Yeah, Dixon fans out there now? I was starting 2nd grade in that Catholic school. Uniforms, prayers, and rules I had only glimpsed before then. On the odd Sundays, I would visit my grandma and hit St. Pat's for Mass. Now here I was, standing in the classroom. You were just existing there by the other Brian Shoemaker. I knew we'd become close because the other students insisted we would. We sat down together, and from that moment, we were inseparable. We went everywhere together. Every day on the playground, in the cafeteria, after school. You began to show me how to be the psychotic, sociopathic, emotionally devoid young man I'd become. There was no pain, no ache, no moment of neglect you couldn't help me turn around. The world made sense when we were together. You showed me that there was never a dearth of trouble or mischief we couldn't be had. Codependence is bred so young and strong when there's absolutely no one around to teach you any different. As the days passed, we grew inseparable. This is where the you and the I become the we. I woke up thinking about you, thinking like you, searching for you in my every action. I'm showering thinking, what would BJ do? And I know. I remember how often you got that one. BJ means blowjob, or beef jerky, or Big Johnson, or Bojo. Or any other iteration our classmates would hurl when they didn't have a target to attack. It never fazed you. You just turn, smile, and say, yep, that's me. We were growing in those days, up and out. We got thick. Oh, sister, we got thick. And again, everyone noticed. I could see it start to dig in, and you reminded me, fuck them. Who gives a fuck what they think about us? And this was middle school. You'd come hang out with me at my cousins. You'd watch as they beat the shit out of me, laughing a little, pushing them to go in a little bit harder. I didn't get it then. You were trying to toughen me up, show me that no one could fuck with me as long as I didn't feel. Don't give them the satisfaction of seeing you in pain or humiliation, no matter how bad it gets. And oh, sweetheart, it gets pretty bad pretty fucking fast. These lessons, though, just strengthened our bond. By this point, I needed you more than you needed me, and I let you take control of our relationship. I let you lead me down the dark alleyways and into adult situation most adults would run screaming away from. You held my eyes open, forcing me to witness it all, and I began to love it. I began to embrace the strange, evil, the worst parts of myself, and I let them reflect in every action I took. I pushed my fears, my emotion, food, every drug I could find, every drop of alcohol I could gulp down inside. BJ, you made me a monster, an animal, a real piece of shit. All the while you taught me that a smile, a nod, a sympathetic ear, the facade of compassion, and tactical deployments of vulnerability could disarm even the most hardened person. You taught me how to get in and ingratiate myself, to get what I wanted, to get what I needed, to make it through somehow. I embraced your every sentence, fixated on your movements, your facial expressions, your gestures. I needed to be you. In high school, you took full control. We became you leading me around. You telling me what I could or could not do. I drank every ounce of liquor you shoved towards my face like your little alcoholic freak show, and I bent over backwards to prove that I was worthy. I needed your love. I needed your compassion. I needed your anything, and all you provided was pain, anguish, neglect, hate, and violence. Time after time, I screamed at you. I pleaded with you. I begged for you to let me go, and you never would. You just kept your hooks in me. And then high school ended, and I rarely heard your name again. But the damage was already done. You were a second skin walking all over my body. When people meet me, speak to me, touch me, they get your residue, your filth coming off of me. I tried my hardest, and to this day, I hear you in every tear, see you in every voice. You wrecked me for long enough. So tonight on this stage, I'm going to finally call you out. I'm going to tell all these people the things you have been hiding this entire time. The words you were never able to say out loud to anyone, anywhere, ever. And maybe, just maybe, your Rumpelstiltskin ass will disappear. BJ, I'm done with you. You are now and will forever be Brian Joseph Healy. I'm smart, I'm strong, I'm sexy, I'm successful. I deserve love, respect, and compassion. I left my alcoholic ways with the final shot almost 7 years ago. I make a difference in the life of almost every student I meet. I'm teaching myself how to love, how to care, and how to share my beauty with those around me. Even though things get hard and doubt and self-loathing creep in, I'm in control. So goodbye, BJ, and good fucking riddance. Yours truly, and I do mean truly, Brian Joseph Healy.
Give it up for Brian Joseph Healy. Hell yeah, y'all. Coming back strong. Dear baby, you are the most vivacious woman I know. Thank you for constantly showering me in your love. You bring my every fantasy to life. Thank you for providing so many peak life experiences. I love you always, your daddy. Let's go. Who's ready for number 7? Summer Nettles. Emmy Award-winning journalist, filmmaker, certified conflict resolution facilitator Summer Nettles left television news after defeating non-Hodgkin's lymphoma in 2014. Nettles has worked with local and state government agencies on everything from documentary films highlighting the disparities present in Denver's communities of color to developing strategic communications plans for social media outreach. Today, Nettles serves as the CEO of her own company, Greater Purpose Media LLC, and the host of the Summit Up podcast. Let's give it up for Summer. This is your song.
Get it? Okay. You are beautiful. All of you. Thank you. Thank you, Brittany, for this. This is wonderful. To my kids, I never, with a capital N, wanted to be a stepmom. Not ever, never. I was a step kid, and I knew what that felt like, that not quite welcome feeling, not really understanding where your step-parent was coming from, because they were gonna have a conversation with your biological parent about the things that they did or didn't like, that satellite relationship you have with someone in your home who never quite lands on your planet. Just hovers in your space. Sometimes communicating, sometimes not. Believe it or not, I wanted my own kiddo. I had dreams of naming her Nadia Elise. I was excited for the day I got to bring her home. I wanted to give her all the emotional stability I never had. I wanted to be proud of her first steps and her journey into the world. I wanted all of that. In reality, I know that she might have been a he. I know that we may have never been best friends, or we could have been the best friends ever. I know that there is no real way to know what that relationship would have been like. But I wanted it. But I also never knew I wanted you. I wanted to tell a kiddo I'd spent 2 months with, good job, when she smeared my face with makeup. I wanted to argue about the dynamics of Stranger Things and whether or not the upside down was actually right side up with a son I did not birth. I wanted to cry when you got promoted in choir after a year and a half of putting my needs second to make sure you got to rehearsals. I wanted 2 little strangers to become my 2 favorite people. It has not been easy. I won't lie, son. I was prepared for a lot when I made the decision to parent 2 white children. I was not prepared when you called me the N-word. Called that by a kid I make breakfast for, I pick up and drop off, and I wash clothes for. No matter how dismissive your mom might have been, that incident is not small, and it hurt. It will always hurt a little. I was not prepared for your sister to say her friends' parents voted for Trump and that she wanted to hang out with them. Do you remember how all the plans your dad and I made for us were a surprise? That's because whenever we had something fun on the agenda and your mom knew, she would tell you she wanted to do that thing first with you. I got tired of navigating tantrums and tears and buying tickets and returning them because we were constantly being undermined. So surprise! Mother's Day hurt because I had to fight so hard against all the hate and anger and resentment your mom gave you for our relationship to flourish. I never wanted our relationship to grow to spite your relationship with her. Your dad and I always knew there was enough love to go around. It was astounding when you'd come home and tell us what she said you could and couldn't do in our home, your home. How could you ever be comfortable here like that? How could we? So I gave it my all every day. But you know what? I'll take it. For all the times I got to teach you how to make a family recipe. For all the joyful tears you cried when you saw your redone rooms and framed Taylor Swift posters and Zelda posters because they are your favorite things. For getting to brag about my daughter and how she always stands up for what's right and how dedicated my son is to choir. For inside jokes about eating at Café Bougère, which actually means you eat your boogers, bro. It's gross. And for all the courage you give me to do the hard things because you are doing them. Nope, I did not want to be a bonus mom. But I am so, so proud to be your bonus mom. Look at me and can I have it? Oh, you didn't know that those were your nicknames when you're not around? Now, get away from me and no, you can't have any money. I already gave you $10 you owe me for those candy bars I bought for your fundraiser and you gave to your friends. Sammy loves you always.
Let's give it up for Summer. Aww. Can we give it up for all the moms in the room, all the people who are mothers and do not have children? Because there's a lot. It's fucking hard, man. This shit is hard out here, and I love all of you. I'm glad we're in it together. Seriously, thank God. Okay. Priscilla Courtney is a retired psychologist and writer, and she likes to say, even though we are all growing older, the emphasis has to be on the growing and doing new things. So at 68, she started stand-up comedy to remember the importance of laughter and challenge of making ourselves big and center stage. Where's Priscilla? Let's give it up for Priscilla. I love this woman.
Wait, can I do the
right.
holding thing?
This is Priscilla's song.
Okay. Watch out for this, honey. Do I have to stop dancing now?
No, you can never stop dancing.
All right. So, thank you for letting me be big.
If anyone wants to come up here, there's seats and I'm lonely. Sorry.
Okay. This one isn't. This is not funny. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Dear John. This is also not a typical Dear John letter. Okay. Dear John.
So you are funny.
No. I've been working on that line. Okay, no. Dear John. It was a cold morning when you died. I know you died suddenly in your sleep. I hope you weren't scared and it didn't hurt. Your pups were curled up next to you. Your silence was louder than the sound of their sweet breathing. Julie tried to save you in her underwear. The first memory I have of you as my big brother was when I hurt my finger. I was 4 years old and you were 9. You washed it with soap and water, circled a Band-Aid around my tiny thumb, holding my hand in yours. You always watched out for me, even when you were too far away for Band-Aids and comfort. Thank you. The day after you died, I had already scheduled a massage. I was going to cancel, but knew I needed it, and then more than ever. Touch might warm that cold, empty spot in my belly. The day after, I told the massage therapist that losing you was like a puzzle piece had been taken away. And the picture I had of life suddenly had a big space in the center. You lived on the West Coast, I lived in the middle, and Patty on the East Coast. We were like a sibling seesaw, a straight line across the country that never went down or up, just always balancing one another after Mom and Dad passed away. But the morning you suddenly died, I felt tilted and had to hold on tight. I even walked around with my slippers on the wrong feet, or it felt like they were. Losing you reminds me of how tilted I felt when Dad died. You know his mind was long gone, and we saw him for the last time when a nurse was feeding him spoonfuls of vanilla ice cream. His third wife never allowed us to see him again after closing the door behind us. I heard her turn the lock. It was all that icky money stuff I still don't like to talk about. We sat on the curb waiting for a lift, and I was trying not to throw up. You held my hand like you did when you gave me that little Band-Aid. I know we didn't see Dad's third wife again after Dad's funeral, but I wanted to tell you that she called and left a message of how sorry she was to hear about your passing. I never called her back. She was a puzzle piece in our lives I had to push under the rug, forever lost. But not being able to say goodbye to either you or Dad left me wobbly. I wasn't as wobbly when Mom gently passed away one evening in May, exactly 5 years to the day after Dad. She too had lost her mind, but I had plenty of time to say goodbye, to kiss her soft cheek that became softer with a lost and quiet mind. She no longer could remember how to worry, be scared, or be angry. You know she had lost the ability to speak in her last year, but John, she always knew us, and the one sentence she never forgot was, "I love you." And I'm so relieved you died after her. She never would have stopped weeping. Now only Patty and me are left. We hold tight, two sisters piecing together the new family puzzle. I often lovingly say, "Stay alive, sis." I want to tell you a story about what happened after my massage that day. It can be a comforting bedtime story for you, but one that is after you're falling asleep, not before. That evening, I received a text from the massage therapist. She had a small gift for me and wondered if I could stop by. She invited me into her warm office, always smelling of lavender. Between you and me, I never liked lavender. But now it reminds me of you, so it makes me feel better. She had stopped at a friend's home for a cup of tea after our massage. Her friend shared that after many weeks, she'd completed a large, wooden, and complicated puzzle. My massage therapist knew she had to see her masterpiece. It was a beautiful, and yet she noticed one small piece resting near an open space in the center. "Why did you put that last piece in?" she questioned, tilting her head. "Oh, it doesn't fit. It actually doesn't belong to this puzzle. It was in the box and just isn't mine." "I know whom it belongs to," she said with a smile. "John, thank you. I got it from you. I hold it deep in the pocket of my heavy winter coat that wraps me like a blanket. I now have you, Mom, and Dad forever close. Our family puzzle is actually still complete. Sleep well. I'll be here when the sun comes up again. Because the sun rises, even when those you love decide it's time to stay resting."
for Priscilla Courtney. And the puzzle pieces, lost and found. Okay, does anyone have a prompt they want me to read? Because I'm running kind of low up here. Also, I have 4 more seats up here. I really want you guys to come up here. Come on up. They don't want to sit. They don't want to sit. I can tell. They're like, oh, that's fair. You can lay down. Lay down. Michael, thank you. Thank God. Okay, here we go. Dear TJ, next year it will be 30 years. 20 years married, 10 years dating before that. For those who want to know the secret, there is no joy without pain, no growth without stagnation, no passion without boredom, no commitment without freedom, no trust without rebuilding. I love who we were when I fell in love with you, and I love, hold on. Okay. Oh my God. Sorry. Pardon. I love who we were when I fell in love with you. I love who we are now as we shed our characters. Thank you for a lifetime of soul perfection and heart expansion. It has been so worth it, MJ. Oh, God. There's a lot of love in this room. How we doing? How we doing in the back? Y'all good? Okay, good. There's a lot of energy and it's called love. That's what's in the room. Dear soul-sucking job. Okay, we got to do it. I think we need a work-themed Unsent next year. Dear soul-sucking job, I started you subconsciously because I couldn't fix my parents' relationship. So I fixed others' relationships for a living. I'm tired. I'm done. Fuck off. That's honest. That's what we like around here. Okay, we got 2 more readers. Jenna Avriel Rice is a multidisciplinary storyteller whose work includes scripted series, documentary work, photography, writing, and multimedia installations. Her work includes themes around social justice, environmental justice, trauma work, and holistic healing. No matter the theme, Jenna aims to tell stories that inspire and feed our inner fire. Let's give a warm welcome to Jenna. Finally happening. I might be lower. Is this okay? Okay. Or you just tilt it? How does that feel? Is that okay?
Can you all hear me?
Woo! Yeah?
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. So I just first want to start by saying I'm very inspired by all the readers on the stage and very honored by all of you showing up here tonight. So thank you. Okay. Okay. Dear 6-year-old Jenna, where are you? I'm looking for you. You have something I need. It's been 40-some years. What happened to you? 6-year-old Jenna, you were confident, a fiery redhead, a grungy girl, a grungy mountain girl with knee-high socks and a pot belly that you paid no mind. You didn't know then that you were supposed to be ashamed of a pot belly. You were free from shame, free from self-doubt, free to run through the meadow with your curly-haired dog, free to scramble up large rocks and make eye contact with the lizards, free to draw things that you thought were beautiful. You didn't care if anyone else thought they were beautiful. You didn't need their approval. Try this side. You were free. Oh, oops. Where did you go? My confident 6-year-old who hiked the hills with her grandma, making sure she was the first one to cross the finish line on the way home. The 6-year-old girl that somehow knew her mom was crazy, but didn't take it personally yet. The girl who thought her father was the good guy still. What happened to you? Was it the divorce? The days after when your mom wouldn't get out of bed? Or was it the bully in 2nd grade who chased you around the playground and ripped your sweater off? Was it the older sister who loved you but resented having to take care of you when your mom couldn't get out of bed? Was it the stalker who made you feel like a slut at 11, and later the realization he had probably been one of your mother's exes? Was it the awkward adolescent years when you got your period before any of your friends, when you had to wear headgear for your fanged teeth, when you didn't know you needed product for frizzy hair, when you got boobs before all the other girls, but then they stopped growing at A cup? When you towered above the boys in 5th grade with your long legs, but still had a pot belly?
Was it the undiagnosed dyslexia? The years of wondering why everyone finished the test faster than you? Or the time they tried to hold you back in 3rd grade but you refused? Was it the years of moving constantly from one apartment to the other when your mom couldn't afford the rent? The years of wondering why your mom couldn't keep a job, wondering why your dad had a job but not enough money to put groceries in the fridge? Was it the years that your mom raised you in that New Age church where you had to hide your protective locket they made you wear under your shirt because relatives called it a cult? Was it when your dad started dating that abusive bitch who threw water on you in the middle of the night to wake you up? And your sister was away at college, fucking and getting drunk, so you didn't have anyone to protect you anymore? Was it when your mom got cancer? She didn't want anyone to know, so you were the one who had to take care of her at 14. You were the one who had to handle her anger and her denial. You were the one who had to change her diapers when she was too weak to get out of bed. Was that it? Is that what buried you? Made you stick your head in the sand, hiding away, afraid to be seen? Where are you, my confident 6-year-old girl? I'm calling to you. The one that would do Karate Kid crane kicks on the playground to impress the boys. The one that would tell long animated stories at Thanksgiving dinner and everyone applauded. The one who followed her creative impulse at every turn. I want you. I want you back. I want my confidence back. I want my carefree spirit back again. Forget about those flies that you had to swat off your mother's dying body. You are still alive. Despite the 20 times that you thought you too were dying of cancer, you are still alive. So stop fucking around, worrying about your pot belly. You have shit to accomplish. You have a broken heart that still wants to find love. You have a bad tooth, but you still have the right to smile. You have sore muscles that still want to hike the Himalayas. You have a furrowed brow that needs to learn to meditate. And you have a story, no 10, maybe 20, that need to be told. And you have a childlike confidence that wants to be reclaimed. You are damaged, but not beyond repair. I want you and me, us, to run through the fields again. I want to take time to watch the bellies of the lizards change colors again, to climb to the top of the grotto rock even though there is no trail that leads there, to be in awe of all the wonders of the world, and even though now we know it's full of pain as well as the beauty. 6-year-old Jenna, I'm calling to you. Show me what a fearless heart looks like again. Let's move our body to the music however it wants, not caring what other people think. We can make art and film. We can make art and films and pick the wild berries by the river's edge. We can make bread dough by hand and watch it rise by the fire. We can be the matriarch with the great stories now that Grandma is gone. 6-year-old Jenna, I'm calling to you. Show me how to trust again. To trust that what I create is a thing of beauty. To hold my pot belly with love and nourish it. 6-year-old Jenna, teach me to be confident again, free of judgment, free from shame. Show me how to breathe it all in without dividing things into good versus good. Let's just feel it all. 6-year-old Jenna, I'm calling to you. My little rebellious free spirit, let's go play.
Give it up for Jenna. Let's play. Let's play. Oh, okay, we have one more reader. And I'm going to let him take a minute to come up here. Rudy is our finale reader. Rudy Michael Milena. Rudy is an award-winning educator. Some lesser-known facts about him are he can wiggle his ears. He has been known to spew milk from his nose while laughing. He is blessed with synesthesia that allows him to see music. What the hell? Why don't I know about this? We're going to have to talk after. The scent of patchouli can make him a crazy boy. His bio is like an unsent prompt. Okay. Last May, he sang on stage at the Apollo Theater in Harlem. Since the tiny orange turd has been in office, the Molina household has added 343 in quarters to their cuss jar. He has been married to magnificent Lorianne, who we love, for more than half a century. Let's give a warm welcome to Rudy.
First of all, let's give Brittany and Saxon Bailey, or Ballard, a giant round of applause. Thank you for providing Denver this profound stage for story and this beautiful program that gives so many people voices that often go unheard. So, I'm old, sage, present-day Rudy, and bear with me as I create an unsent portal into the past.
That's the cue.
So I hold the unsent portal to the past. Here they come. Here they come. Come on through. Come on through, little Rudies. Little Rudies, come on through. So, what's up, guys? You have no idea what a pain in the ass it was to get you here. Through, across wormholes of time, through vast light years, blah, blah, blah. But first of all, let me talk to 5-year-old Rudy. Come here, you. Let me give you a hug. My God, look at this little fucker. And I use that term with all the compassion in the world. He's got, let me see, where is he? He's got this mop of hair. He's scared of the dark. He squints at the world. He has buck teeth. And oh my God, let's talk about his ears. His ears were so big, and I have a photo if anyone's interested afterwards. His ears were so big that when he'd sleep at night, his big head would lie on his ear, and he'd get up in the morning and it would stay flush against his cheek, and then after a few minutes, it would pop back into place. Rudy, that's going away. And you're going to get big, thick glasses in the 2nd grade, but you're going to look normal. Well, if you call this normal. So, yeah. Your mom is going to make you skip kindergarten because she can't do without you. Wah, wah, wah. You're going to end up smart. Well, if you call this smart. I know you got to be quiet and visible, weathering all mom's nervous breakdowns. The time she pounded on the wall screaming, "I want to die! I want to die!" And the hospital stays when you think she actually might die. And the time she stumbled around through the house in her drug-induced stupors. Guess what? Going through all this shit is going to make you a dreamer with worlds inside your head. Yes. And a gentle person who thinks before you speak. You're going to be fine. And here's your survival certificate, 5-year-old. Now, 14-year-old Rudy, come here. let's not shake hands. Stop. Stop. Put your wiener back in your pants. I swear, you're using up all the Jerkins hand lotion and Kleenex in all of Western Colorado Springs. I'll admit you're inventive. Getting off on pictures to women in bras from the Sears and Roebuck catalog. The time you used Vicks Vapor Rub. Pendejo, didn't the smell give something away? And that inviting round hole on the steel tube of the vacuum cleaner. You actually turned it on, didn't you? Hurt like a motherfucker, didn't it? What's that you say? You spewed what across what? Cochino! And the migraine headaches, and the suicidal thoughts, and singing that stupid sad song as you walked home alone every day. All alone am I, ever since your goodbye. All alone with just the beat of my heart. Pathetic. It's all gonna be okay. You're not gonna go blind from wanking so much. Well. Here's your survival certificate, 14-year-old Rudy. So, gather around, you two. God damn it, I love you. You're gonna be all right. Mom's gonna live. You're survivors and strivers, and you're gonna be a good man. And guess what? You're gonna marry Lori. And guess what? We're gonna do all those things that you can only dream about now. And we're gonna keep on keeping on. Bye. Bye, little Rudy.
Give it up for Rudy and Lori. All right, y'all. We got a couple more special surprise reader, human. And then our final raffle, and then we can say goodbye. But before you do that, make sure you know you can buy all this merch. We made it ourselves. Our kids helped us. We made it. All of it goes directly to literally paying for our vaccines. When you don't have insurance, vaccines cost $2,000 to do the basics. So it would really help us. And we need to buy our flights on the way home. I'm not kidding. So we have one-way tickets to Vietnam June 6th, and we really need your support. And thank you so much for being here. It means a lot to us. We're going to hear from 2 other people very briefly, and then our raffle, and then you can come talk to us and dance with us. That's why I put this outfit on. All right, Michael Lopez Jensen and Bree Erger, come on up at the same time. Every time I look for Bree. Come up here, honey. You're first.
I'm first.
You're first.
I'm Marcus. I go. Hey, everybody. When I say discount, you say cheese. Discount. Cheese. Discount. Cheese. Nice to see you.
Oh, no.
Those were the first words I ever said on the Unsent stage. Yeah, and I brought them back. I brought them back for the farewell show. It's great to be here. Great to celebrate Britt and Saxon and the beautiful, diverse, joyful community that they create. I want to just tell you 2 quick things. The first is I've been fortunate enough to be on the Unsent stage 3 times, And I started real silly, and then I got like real deep into like an old 6th grade friendship that was fraught, and then to a broken-hearted story about my college days. And in my day job, I'm a therapist and a social worker, and thank you. And I also help to train new therapists, some of which are in the audience tonight. And I'm teaching at DU this quarter, and I mentioned the storytelling side gig that started with being here at Unsent. And one of my social work students said, but what if there's a client in the audience when you tell your story? What if? What if? Imagine such a thing. And I said, well, actually, that has happened. When I told my 6th grade story, there was a client in the audience. And so I just wrote that client, and I said, hey, what was that like to watch your therapist tell a story? And this is what they said. Well, from the moment we ran into you at the bar, we knew the ticket we bought would be worth it. We felt more concerned about you and what you must be thinking. Shit, seriously, these people are here? Seeing you outside of therapy, sharing a personal story so openly felt refreshing and authentic. It was a powerful reminder that our therapist is a human too. Not AI, not AI. This is not artificial. It may not be intelligence either, but it was a powerful reminder that our therapist is a human too, someone actively living out many of the things we talk about in our sessions, like sitting with hard emotions, being vulnerable, and showing up as your authentic self. Witnessing that level of vulnerability also reinforced for us that you are a safe space to be vulnerable ourselves. Right? Yeah. The last thing I'll tell you is that in that 6th grade story that I told, afterwards I was walking out with my family to the car and someone from the audience stopped me. And what they said was, no story, no film, no TV show, no work of art ever moved me the way you just moved me. And then he gave me a hug. And maybe he's here tonight. Maybe not. But that's what Unsent is. It's joy, it's vulnerability, it's hugging a stranger. Saxon and Britt, we will miss you, but we're going to leave the light on for you, and we'll see you real soon. Thank you.
Oh, sorry, Bree. Take it away. No. You're good. You got this, honey. All right. I'm Bree. And I just want to share or start by saying thank you. As everyone else has said, this is all possible because of the two of you. And everyone who showed up, from the camera crews to the folks who are setting up the chairs. And I've shared on this stage before about Yarrow, which is the queer co-housing community that I help steward, and about my belief that healing happens in spaces where we can actually be witnessed, like this. And honestly, that's the part of why I support Unsent, both financially and personally, because spaces like this are rare. We live in a world that rewards performance, polish, certainty, productivity, but Unsent is something different. It invites truth, messiness, grief, desire, complexity, the things that we usually edit out. Yes. Or save for private spaces. The piece I read on this stage was deeply personal. It was about loss, disillusionment, community endings, and the ways grief can become compost for something new. I had that compost bucket. Yeah. For something new. And what struck me wasn't just getting to share it. It was realizing, like it's been said before, how many people in this room understood it in their bodies. How many people came up to me afterwards, not to fix or solve it, but simply to say, I know something about that too. I think that's part of the medicine of this community.
We came here carrying things that often feel isolating or unspeakable, and then someone gets on stage, and suddenly there's language for it. Suddenly there's a little less shame, a little less loneliness. We metabolize it together. As someone who cares deeply about building spaces rooted in reciprocity, care, creativity, and community, supporting Unsent feels deeply aligned with my values. It's not just an event, it's a living practice of vulnerability, witnessing, and collective humanity. So thank you all for showing up, for sharing, for listening, for holding the space, because this is what it's about. And thank you, Britt and Saxon, for continuing to create spaces like this and sharing it with the world. Thank you.
All right, y'all. Okay, so lots of emotions, lots of feels. Monica, you ready for raffle 2 also? Okay. So I know it's hard, I know it's complicated, I know it's late, but listen, every dollar counts. Thank you so much. We put our whole bodies, hearts, and souls into this. His mom has all the kids over so we could do this tonight. It is a family affair. It's a community affair. Everything counts. Please come and talk to us. I understand money's complicated, but don't leave without saying goodbye. What's that called? What kind of goodbye is that? Irish. I should know that. God, sorry, Mom. But yeah, just don't leave without saying goodbye. You don't need to do anything or say anything. Just give me a hug. Just say goodbye, because we are leaving. We'll be back next year. We're not sure when. Our tickets depend on tonight. So, I'm not kidding. Y'all act like I'm kidding. Okay. Okay, Monica's ready. What song should we listen to for raffle? Oh, T.I. Oh no. Okay, we'll dance after, okay? Okay.